What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Space Astronomy. Last time we got ourselves set up with some power armor. Didn't really have much to it. As you can see, doesn't even give us an actual armor rating yet. We'll take care of that soon, or I'll take care of it off camera. I do tend to, as you can see, I tend to do a lot of stuff off camera. Today, the only thing I've done is a little bit of setup. So, I got some graphite bars cooking up so we can make our reactor today. We're going to make an alloy smelter and a sag mill today so we can get some other stuff going as well, because we need to get ore production online, and the sag mill and ore smelter combo can essentially eliminate this guy. We might still use it for bulk processing, but you know what? When we can use machines and stuff to double our stuff when we need it. Plus, there's also some stuff that it cannot melt, like one thing we need today, yellorite. Yellorium and uranium cannot go into the reactor, the smeltery. So we're gonna make an alloy smelter and a sag mill to get those ones going. So let's see if we have all the stuff we need to make them. One of the first things we're gonna need is some iron bars. I don't think I have any of those made. I do have a couple, but I'm gonna need more. So let's go ahead and make another batch of those. We're going to need some capacitors as well. So now we have some capacitors with these. We need to make another furnace. Or 3. I think we need another piston as well for the sag mill. So we got sag mill. Sag mill should be that machine chassis and flint with, what is it, iron on the sides? Yeah. What am I doing? I have more iron right here. So, boom! Sag mill! And we can just throw a pile of flint in there. Actually, I think we can make like a flint ball. How do I do that? How do I do a flint? Oh, there's a stone sickle. How do I make the flint ball? Coal ball. That's not what I need though. Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to give you a pile of flint. And toss... Oh, don't tell me the uranium can't go in there either. No, that one can. So that'll do pretty well in there. We might go grab the coal generator from over here, because we're going to end up using a lot of power just to get this set up. We're not going to use any of these cables. I really don't like how this is set up with the cables at the moment. Eventually, I want to get them wired underneath. But I don't have this stuff to do it right now. I actually don't have any wool either to be able to get them going. As you can see, got a baby cow. These guys are in the corner, as they always are in this dang version. I really wish there was a mod to give the animals better AI. Get out of the stinking corner. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to take some coal. Get you going. The alloy smelter should be nice and simple. That, iron, and a cauldron. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Cauldron, furnaces, and the machine chassis. Boom! Alloy smelter. That's going to fill up with a lot of power. We're going to drain all of our power for now. Hey, I didn't know I'd get cyanide dust out of this. We'll go ahead and take this yellorium dust, throw it in there. It'll cook it up. We're going to get a nice supply of yellorium on this. The rest of our stuff I can kind of put away. We don't need any of that. We do need the iron, 1 diamond, some redstone, and all this graphite. That should be enough graphite to get everything made. Should. How much yellorium I'm going to need, I don't remember, though. So we're going to let that keep going. Let's go ahead and get the reactor stuff made. We're also going to go ahead and make some conduits. I haven't decided just where I'm going to place the reactor as of yet. So that's going to be something I need to decide, like, soon. I need to have that decision made before I actually built this thing. But, like, the yellorium rod, very simple to make. Hey, guess what? I don't need 6, I just need 1. The reactor controller, control rod, power tap, and access port all require these casings, which, as you can see, we're actually going to need a lot of those. So we have 20 of them. That should give us enough to make these. Yeah. Oh, no. I use all the yellorium. Give it that. So now we can craft a reactor controller, reactor control rod, because we're going to make a little simple 3x3 reactor for now. A power tap. Oh, and I forgot to make a chest. Oh, I'm 2 freaking blanks short. Are you kidding me? I'm always 2 blanks short. There we go. And there's our access port. The quest book, I believe, wants us to make, what, 22 of these casings? But we're going to end up making 24 because it does it in batches of 4. So, yeah, that's the thing. So let's see. Can I make it all? 24! Hey, would you look at that? I've got everything we need. We're going to get some yellorium ingots and some energy conduits. These energy conduits are what I'm interested in. We can actually make them. They're just iron and redstone, so not hard to me to make a big batch of them. There, I think 21 should be enough. So if I throw those 2 in here, that'll start cooking those up. I'm out of coal. I'm really not. We're using a lot of power at the moment. Because it's still trying to charge that up as well. And this is charging as much as it's using. So, while that is going, let's go ahead and... here, y'all can go in there. I think that's everything else I need. The cyanide I really don't have a use for at the moment. Let's go ahead and grab this stuff. We took the quest stuff, right? Yeah, claim rewards. Oh, right. We can skip this thing if we use the reactor. So, yeah, this starts opening up the options for the quarries. Which, that'll be a great thing to have. I actually want to get the quarry and have it solar powered. But we can work on that. It doesn't have to be solar powered. I might work on getting that one set up next time. Maybe. I'll probably just craft it off camera and then we can set it up. But I think for now we're going to go ahead and throw the reactor right here in the middle of the room. Because it's really not going to have anywhere else good to go. It's not hard to set up. You need this control rod in the top. We can do, and I'm going to do controller on this side. Power tap here. Access port here. Fuel rod in the middle. Block, 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 and boom! We have a fully functioning reactor. Now, if I throw some yellorium in here, do I have any? I have 18. It'll accept 4 of them. So it's at 100% reactivity. We have We have 4,000 millibuckets of fuel in there. And if we go... Oh, you know what? I need to get some ladders so that we can reach the top of it, so we can adjust that fuel control rod. Because we're going to want to do that to be able to optimize our fuel and our consumption rate. Otherwise, this thing is just going to burn through fuel like crazy. So... if I do that, I can do... what is it, like 75 or something? So if I do 75 and we activate it, check out how much RF per tick we're getting. And we're only burning 0.007 millibuckets per tick to get that much. That's a pretty good rate for starters, since I know we're not going to be burning through a huge amount of power. There are ways I can use redstone stuff. I can eventually, I think I'm going to swap this to this side, and I'll put a redstone thing here that I can use to adjust the control rod and things. And there's a whole complicated setup. I got to go back and relearn how to do it. But there's a complicated setup for how to actually tell the reactor when it's at a certain point, shut itself off. So that kind of thing I will figure out and do off camera, and I'll just let you guys know. It's like, hey, this has been done, so we can now do... so we now don't have to worry at all about that. Otherwise, I'm going to be spending a lot of time... actually, mouse. Mouse is still giving me issues. I'm going to be spending a lot of time working on little things like that off camera, because that's something that y'all really don't need to see me fight with. But we got some machines set up. We got our reactor set up. We're going to go ahead and, once we have power... oh, that's already dying. So let's go ahead and get this stuff going. That is one to the left of the door. This door down here should match. So that should be right here. Okay, let's go ahead, and I need to change you to that, I think. Yeah. Okay, and we're going to go through right here. Perfect. Now that should give us a nice power boost into there. Oh yeah, that is going. So now it should have more power than it needs to run this, fill it up. That was already full, which means you are no longer needed. You know what? I just realized that wasn't even set to go into there. I feel like a derp. This is what happens when I record videos at like 4 o'clock, 5 in the morning, is I don't catch stuff like this. So, yeah. Either way, we now have power and stuff going. This is going to get moved back over to the genetics room, because that's about all I really need the power stuff over here for. And I don't think I want to run conduits all the way back to this room at the moment. I'll probably give it its own battery back here. Can I get up, please? There we go. As you can probably guess, I've been doing quite a bit of work over here. There's one thing I want to try to do. Oh, is that going to have enough stuff to do it? Okay, so what is this? Zombie. Okay, I want to get a As you can see, I got quite a few cells and I got quite a few skin samples in here. I've been going a little ham with that scraper, trying to figure stuff out. I've also been playing with what you actually get from different things. So like creeper, you get explode yourself, you get no fall from a chicken, woolly and eat grass from sheep, infinity from a skeleton, climb from a spider, resistance from a zombie, and I only got one cell off a witch before the witch bugged out, so I have no idea what you're going to get from that. There are a couple of them that are pretty obvious what they come from, but oh, I need some more power because this no longer has a battery to feed from. Oops, let me take care of that real quick. Okay, now that I've got that over here, it's probably burning through more power than it's gaining at the moment. It's got to recharge a couple machines. We're going to take this cell of a zombie, and I'm not sure if this is going to work right. It doesn't seem to burn through all too much power. I got this side running off of just this. I have no idea what that MP thing is. But this side just runs off of organic drops. I get quite a few of them. Another basic gene? Yeah, I really need that. I have no idea what this MP is. Yeah, I have lots of basic genes. So I can kind of fill you guys in on what I've been working on over here. There seems to be an anti-gene to every gene. And I'm assuming you can use the anti-genes to remove the ones that you don't want. So I have, so far, explode yourself and the anti-gene for it. Woolly, resistance, and the anti-gene for that, which I don't think I'd end up using that. Climb, eat grass, no fall, and infinity along with that anti-gene for that. Now, infinity, I'm assuming that's going to give me an infinite arrows. Now, I'm not sure if it will, but it might. Resistance, that's probably going to be a guaranteed that we're going to give ourselves that one. And I got to figure out just how this whole system works for us keeping it if we die, or if we have to re-inject ourselves, if there's a way to keep it after we've injected ourselves, and all that fun stuff. Now, the creeper one, I'm going to give us that one for the sole purpose of I want to try it. Now, is it going to give us like our own resistance to explosions or anything like that? So it's just going to be kind of a experiment with. Some of these, like the eat grass, I don't really see us using because, as you can see, my bases never have grass. It takes me quite a bit of effort to go outside and go eat some grass. Woolly, I have the assumption that's just going to spit wool off of us from every now and then. So, who knows? Where did that go? That's a basic gene. Oh, what's in here? I have an insulated helix in here. So this is a DNA cloner. It's another item from this mod that apparently you can use it, and I've tried it once already. You could put an insulated helix here and an insulated cell on this side, and it should spit out a mob. Now, how it determines what that mob is, I do not know. All I know is that I tried it once already, and it spat out a skeleton. Given that both the cell and the helix that I put in there were from a skeleton, I kind of expected it to. Now, this time, we're putting the cell of a zombie in there once it's insulated. And this is the insulated helix from a skeleton, so I have no idea what it's going to do. But I am prepared. So, it's ready. It'll probably take a bit of power. Oh, there it is. Hey, would you look at that? We just got a skeleton. And he's going to climb up the wire and come after us. That's kind of neat. Now, I'm wondering if I can use that to my advantage and use these insulated helixes to give us essentially the ability to just throw in insulated cells like this. It's going to take a bit of power, But I think I have enough skin scales to give us a ton of cells for stuff. And I wonder if we can kind of use this as a little bit of a mob farm. It's like, say I need a whole bunch of blizz powder or something. I have blizz scales. I think I actually have, yeah, I have a whole stack of them and then some. So if I need blizz powder, can I just bring an insulated helix of a blizz into here and just spawn a whole bunch of them and farm them? Can I do it with Enderman? Can I do it with Blaze? Like what kind of stuff can we do with this? I would love to know. But evidently, I can use that as a bit of a mob spawner. It's nice to be able to spawn skeletons without bows. And still get arrows back. That is nice. I have no idea what's going on with my animals. I gotta figure this out. Like, this room for the animals was only supposed to be temporary. I didn't intend for them to stay in here. I actually think I'm going to put them in the mining dimension, give them a space in there. And then I'll figure out something else for this room, because it's a pretty good sized room. Anyway. We've got our conductive iron now. Let's go ahead and finish making these conduits. And then I gotta figure out what else we can work on today. We got plenty of time to work on stuff. And that I wasn't really expecting. I figured the reactor stuff might take a little bit longer. And yeah, it did not. So, well, you know what? We can craft one more set of them because we put one more up here. Oh, we got 40 of them. That should get us going for a little while. Okay, so maybe what we look at for today... Oh, that's the helix from the zombie. Oh, then I gotta remember which one's which. Ooh. You know what, we're gonna throw that in there. I'm gonna let that insulate, and I'm gonna see if later when I come back, I'll see if putting a cell in there with that one gives me a zombie rather than a skeleton, or if I'm just gonna perpetually get something random out of it. I'm almost certain that it's set to whatever the helix was, but you know, you can't be too careful. Anyways, I'm thinking what we're going to look at is what kind of stuff can we put on this this armor that we're wearing. So I'm thinking that we're going to get a couple of these osmium ingots, some redstone. We're going to make a bunch of these. We can now put this back over here. There, we'll make a whole bunch of those. We'll get some iron, and we'll make some iron plates to give us some actual armor. Now, how much is it going to need per armor? Or is there anything else we want to look at giving ourselves? Now, something like binoculars, I would love to have that, but it takes this hologram emitter, which is insanely expensive. Night vision would be nice as well. Again, hologram emitter. Flight control, not really useful. Clock, not really useful. Compass, that one could be useful. Now, there is one thing to this armor that I think we tested out on Space Astronomy 2 with Digital Monk, is that you have these, which seals the suit against hostile atmospheres for venturing to other planets. But when we tried to use it to go to the other planets last time, it didn't work. Now, we still have all the stuff to do it on, like, the actual things on this one, and we'll have a quest line to do that stuff, so I'm not really gonna stop us from doing it. But if we can get some stuff like that and get it to work, that would be awesome. So, what kind of things can we get into? Power armor, I would love to get this glider. We need another wing for it. And the glider wing, if I remember right, is actually annoying. Yeah, because it takes all that carbon plate as well. Or fused quartz. Which, you know what? I didn't realize I could make that with fused quartz. So we're going to make that out of fused quartz. That should give me, what, 3? I forgot fused quartz is 4. And we'll need an Invar ingot. Which, do I have any Invar in here at the moment? I do not appear to. So I can take that and iron, right? Two iron and a nickel. Well, I got a lot of I got a lot of iron on me because of the plates. So 2 iron and a nickel. So this is another thing this mod comes with is the power fist. That's another thing I want to look into, which will probably be nice for me for digging stuff out. But not really nice for going elsewhere because I'm not sure how much it's actually going to be functional for. But I think for today we will stick to getting some of this basic stuff. So like that would be nice to have. Those carbon plates are what we're going to need on that. That's going to require a couple of extra steps to make. As I said, this basic plating will be nice to be able to make. We have all the stuff to make that, I'm sure. How much does it take to add to each of them? 1, 1, 1, and 1. So yeah, let's just get 4 of those going. Four basic plating, 5 fused quartz. That'll give me the Invar I need for that. Let's go ahead and... Now here's where things get interesting as well. Now your weight will adjust, and you can see down here on the bottom, I just tried to point at my screen with my actual hand, like, yeah, you can see that. As I move this back and forth, my actual amount of armor changes. Now, if I remember right, the actual weight limit for me is 25 kilograms. Yeah. Above 25 kilograms, if I take it out, you can see I actually have a bit of a speed debuff. And I get slower and slower the higher I go over that. So say I add it to these ones and I max everything out. Which I will come back through and I will adjust this so I'm not so overweight. So we're at 48 kilograms. You can see I am really slow. This is sprinting. It really does slow you down quite a bit. And when you jump, you just like completely stop. Now, if I come in and adjust these, I can give myself like 1.5 points on each. It'll lower my weight way down. Now, it's not as armor effective, but it's a trade-off. Because now I have my full speed back. Now there are a bunch of different things you can do to adjust for this stuff. So like on here, you also get these, not as strong as jetpack, but they should at least be strong enough to counteract gravity. And there's also on the leggings, sprint assist. Oh boy, I played with those ones on Space Astronomy too. You can get some insane speed out of this sprint assist. Now to put it, you need 4 of these servo motors. They're not super hard to make, just a bit of a nuisance. These solenoids are really annoying to make. Okay, got our Invar. Let's go ahead and make this second wing. Right, it takes a solenoid. Okay, so solenoid, we need the wiring, we need a control circuit, and some iron plates. We're going to go ahead and make a couple of those since we have the stuff. Wiring, we're going to take the wing. Those iron plates should be in here. So it's iron plates and a circuit. Alright, we'll make 4 of those. As I said, the servos are nice to have. We have one of them sitting in the box over there, I believe. I can make 2 of those. And then what am I out of? I'm out of the osmium stuff. Let's go ahead and get some more of that going. Which I think now I can double that in here. So that'll be nice. Let's go ahead and make these wings, because that'll be nice to have. Glider wings. And boom. There's no tinker settings for them. Most of these items, they'll have tinker settings. But some of them, like that and the parachute, I don't think they have any settings. So it's not like you can use them to do anything ridiculous with them. One thing I think I will be adding onto this armor, though, is in here you can get this Kinetic Generator, which is 2 servos and a control circuit. And every time I run around, it charges up my armor. Be really useful. But I think most of this stuff that's involving the power armor, I'll be looking into doing off camera, because there's way too much to it. Now I'm talking like huge amounts of stuff to do. Because as you can see, every single item that you want to attach on here requires different kinds of parts. Which one's that? The water tank. Ooh. Used to cool yourself in emergency situations. So you can use that to put out water, put out a fire if you like get out of lava or something. But yeah, there's a lot of little things to work on. A lot of little things for me to get going. I had it. We played pretty well with this on Space Astronomy 2, so I'm happy to have it here. It's a weird looking armor. I can color it, I think. No, I can't color it. So that was a Space Astronomy 2 thing, I guess. One of the environment or special ones that it had available was colors. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Next time we shall be getting some of the other stuff going. We did some quests today. Upgrading reactor. I'm not upgrading that anytime soon. We got a reactor going. We got some upgrades to our armor. We got our first machines going. which that is going to be a huge step for us. Now that I have power, I can start working on getting a machine room set up. So like this will probably be our machine room. This will be our little workspace. This main room, I'm trying to decide what I want to do with it, whether I just keep it like general work area or if I expand it into like this being our storage room. I'm not sure yet. But for now, this is going to be like our machines and crafting and stuff. For now. It may change. And it looks like my audio stuff bugged out. Nope, there it is. It's back. It just lagged. I don't know why it's doing that. But thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Meanwhile, I'm going to do some more of this, some more parts. Let me see what shenanigans I can get into with this armor.